Time, money, stress. Three things you should think about before getting involved in a lawsuit. Hi, I'm Scott Peterson. I'm a plaintiff's litigation attorney in Saratoga Springs, New York. Today we're going to talk about the three things that you should keep in mind before getting involved in a lawsuit. And the first of those is time. It takes a long time for lawsuits to resolve. It often takes upwards of a year to a year and a half. Now, I know those commercials you see on TV talk about getting quick cash for your injuries. But the reality is, if you want to be fully compensated and made whole after an automobile accident or discrimination at work, you need to understand that the process can take time. A lawsuit can typically run anywhere from 9 months to a year and a half. And we typically feel that if we want to get the most benefit for our client, we have to be willing to go all the way to trial if necessary. We don't try to resolve cases quickly. And we always make clear to our clients that a lawsuit can take a lot of time. So you have to understand that before going in. Money. Now granted, if you get involved in a plaintiff's lawsuit, typically that will be on what's known as a contingency, meaning you're not going to have to pay a lot of money out of pocket to the lawyer in order to litigate the lawsuit. When I talk about money, I talk about understanding what a realistic expectation is as to the outcome, as to what you can expect to receive if you are successful. If you break your arm in a car accident, you are not likely going to be entitled to $1 million. On the other hand, if you are seriously disabled and have lifelong ramifications as a result of that and lifelong limitations, your case may be worth quite a bit of money. It's important that you talk to your attorney to get a realistic expectation of the value of your potential damages. Number 3, stress. We litigate cases for a living. We understand the stresses involved, and we're able to compartmentalize them. We see on an almost daily basis that clients have a much more difficult time managing the stress associated with a lawsuit. That stress can be anything from worries about money, worries about recovering from injuries, worries about getting a job after discrimination, to things like worrying about having a deposition or going to trial and testifying. Now, we do our best to, again, manage our clients' expectations, but you have to understand going in that a lawsuit can be a stressful situation. You have people looking into your background and asking you personal things about yourself that you may not feel comfortable sharing. It's important to have these discussions with your attorney before deciding to get involved in a lawsuit, not after, because after it's too late. Now look, we are litigators. We represent plaintiffs in lawsuits for a living. If you're seriously injured or have lost employment as a result of discrimination, you should talk to a lawyer and you should consider all of your legal options. But be sure that you talk to your lawyer about those three things: time, money, and stress. Because those are three things that will personally impact you throughout the course of a lawsuit. And if you're not aware of them going in, it can make things much more difficult for you down the road. Questions about a lawsuit, about personal injuries, medical negligence, or employment discrimination? Give us a call. We're always happy.